to recap, Tobias, after the defeat of his soon-to-be friend, the Mr. Variant Bitey T-Rex, decided to venture off from the group. As he does so, and as he makes his way towards Jefftown, he encounters a group of believers of Har, which in the recent news is apparently just nothing but bad news. After a bit of questionable and then pretty well done deception on his part, and a bit of playing along cooperatively, they then just band together and make their trek back to the so-called Mountain of Light, a nameless mountain to begin with, but yeah. Was there anything you wanted to do along the way before I roll a chance for an encounter for you?
Not really, just keep hopping up the crowd.
Alright. You do just that. Honestly, the guy with the loot does most of it, but you feel yourself be the literal center of attention as you eventually become that, literally just in the middle of these folk. And one of the more burly people offer you a shoulder as he says, "Hey, little man, you look like you've been walking quite a while. Hop on in."
Sounds good to me.
You hop on his shoulder, no problem.
Yeah.
And you get a better view of everything else in your surroundings. As you do so, make a perception check.
Keep flipping, making little card tricks and trying to amaze people.
Indeed. They do indeed appreciate that.
Oh my god, the rolls.
The people in the... Oh my god, your rolls. Jeez, 13, 14, 15. Let's go. Yeah, they do appreciate your little parlor tricks and your magics. Sure, should you call it that. As you make your way to the Mountain of Light. Hidden GM roll, so you can't see.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, got me this time.
Cool. What's that? Oh, that's interesting. This is weird. They encounter the two up front. Should you wish to join them, they'll dispatch of the enemies very, very quickly. There are just a bunch of these Velociraptor that just begin to run into the group. The crowd immediately starts to disperse before being controlled by the booming voice of one of the guards in plate that was ever so quiet. From the voice, you hear a bit of you hear hints of how do I best describe this? You hear hints of a woman in it, but nonetheless, it's booming and it just scares the ever-living shit out of people. As they're told to stop. The more happy, jovial guard is the one intercepting these Velociraptors that just begin making their way to the group. Quite dumb creatures. They're just drawn to what is the shiniest, and what you see before you is pretty darn shiny as he casts a shield of faith on himself, and you realize, oh, hey, Paladins of Har, cool. They dispatch of the Velociraptors, no problem. Then, should you have wished to help them, yeah, you could have maybe earned some extra points, maybe not.
I was gonna suggest that we try and captive them rather than destroy them, but that's fine. It's too late. It's too late.
Yeah, even if you had suggested that, they think otherwise. Dinosaurs, they must die.
Tobias has PTSD to the last time he fought alongside a paladin. And died alongside a paladin.
And died alongside a paladin, indeed. Anyway, as the smiting dies down, you'd eventually see a bunch of perhaps native to this land humans reveal themselves, and they start talking to the vanquishers of these beasts. Should you wish to listen in on the conversation, you can. Otherwise, they make some talk. Okay. Sure. You get an up close and almost personal as they're in the middle of speaking. What language do you understand?
All of them. No. Goblin, Draconic, Abyssal, Infernal. These can't. Common.
Ah, interesting. Okay. You don't understand what they're saying.
No Sylvian.
It's not Sylvan.
What do you mean?
Yeah. You don't have Elven?
Nope.
Really?
No.
Sure.
No.
Yeah. It's weird to see. You know, it's purely humans, but perhaps they've lived away so long from civilization, and yeah. The only other language that would have been just you recognize throughout history there are like a couple of languages that are only like just passed down voice, and it's very easy to do so. And some of them include Elven, Giant, Draconic, that sort of thing, where the higher being can easily teach the lesser being its language. Elven is one of them. Sylvan would be too, but that isn't the case here. That's weird that you know the more ancient one rather than the
No,
one.
I don't know Sylvan.
Oh, you don't know Sylvan? Okay.
No, I know Draconic, not Sylvan.
Yeah. It's the paladins also respond in kind. Looks like at least one of them is well learned. They appear to be having a rather initially intense conversation before the paladins both nod, and both of them seem a little thankful for the information exchanged. Apart from that, the tribesmen of this land move on, and so do your group. Eventually, you make your way to the Mountain of Lights. Okay, my map just finished saving, and I just have to export it. Woohoo! Oh, that's really, really freaking quick. Nice. Oh, excuse me. So, you arrive at the base of the mountain, and it is more crowded than he had anticipated. Especially on this side of the mountain, on the northern side. There are actually quite a bit of people just gathering around. There is a palisade wall you just set up in order to protect the current goings on around here, and a checkpoint at the very, very tip of this northern outpost here. At the base of this mountain, there's also, as you pass through the checkpoints and move along with the crowd, immediately the crowd gasps in awe as you see some sort of fair style events. There is stalls of food. There is gatherings of storytelling. No rides. No carnival attractions. No Ferris wheel. No clowns. You quickly look
I
around.
left the clown at home.
Yep, you quickly look around for that just to make sure of that. There are entertainers, there are musicians, but however, it is mainly just for now just a place of gathering. And there are only quite a few of. There's only a handful of these plated guards around. There's also just a whole bunch of like what looks to be just makeshift, very, very quickly put together uniform of some sort, depicting that of Har. Very rough patchwork. Looks like there were some volunteers in the crowd that decided, hey, yeah, then we need some more security detail. And, you know, and just like in some sort of big events IRL, these volunteer guards have like some sort of like high vis vest, sort of like setting. Yeah, it's that sort of thing. They don't get given their own walkie-talkie, but hey, at least they're given some sort of authority with the high vest, high vis vest, and a badge.
Yeah, nice.
Um,
It's like they clearly got a position of power, but like, what are they gonna do to stop me?
Indeed. Nah, nothing can stop you. At least, the only thing that can stop you really from these, volunteer guards. They do have spears, but that's it. You know, rather rudimentary defense, just in case Velociraptor would just like sprint through one of the paladins. They at least have a spear to stop that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of, as you do pass by the entrance, there has been, you know, obvious scuffles with the local wildlife here. There are a bunch of carcasses off onto the side. No dead humanoids, thankfully, or not. However, you're just the crowd, the two guard that do I'll lead you here. They address you, and the more jovial one says, "There are many more in the southern reaches of this mountain, but you're going to have to go through that path if you want to hear from the lady herself. Otherwise, feel free to join in the festivities. Stay around. You can see the cleansing from here. Just be patient."
You sure I'll see the cleansing from here? No,
Of course.
I imagine. What if the big guy's standing in the way?
Oh, just climb on top of the big guy, like you already have.
Sounds good, but I think I'll go check out this lady, see what she's all about. You know, being a prophet and whatnot. I assume I'll find out what the go is. Yeah, do you mind escorting me up there?
But of course, we don't mind at all. And a couple of the people in the crowd start to wander off from your position, but more than half of them agree with your sentiments, and all of them are also like, "Ooh, yes, I would love to see the Lady Archbishop for myself." And you hear like just off to the side, just quietly, and just a guy just say, "Yeah, I hear she's pretty hot. Yeah, I want to go see the Lady Archbishop." And yeah, you just hear like your sentiments being echoed, and the paladins are like, okay, just follow us. And they lead you to a narrow passage just between these mountains. It's another like just 20-minute walk, but you are much more protected here. You go through the passage, and again, there is actually just like a makeshift wooden watchtower made here, and quite a few more just a leather version of leather armor version of like the same colors you saw before, just dark green and yellows, depicting the god of light Har here. However, these are actual proper uniforms, and you see only one like sort of a guard in full plate here, but many of these people in leather armor seems to watch the passage. There's also signs of a scuffle here, and you see off onto the side, and just littering it like decorations almost, because they've been lined up from this narrow passage just off to the sides. The crowd gasps in awe as there are just like a couple of dead basilisks and a couple of dead stone giants off onto the side.
Ooh. Alright. Don't fuck with the lady. Got it.
Not necessarily the lady. Make a perception check.
I'd love to make a perception check. Sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
23. Riddled with arrows.
Alright. Watch
All
out
of
for
these.
the arrows this time.
Yeah. Yeah, you recognize the the people in the leather armor carry longbows, and they seem menacing enough. And there's quite a few of them in the Snare Passage. But nevertheless, you make your way towards the south side of the mountain. Another 20 minutes pass before the passage takes you to a more vibrant setting than the one you had seen before. This time there are semblances of what looks to be just mini carnival rides, magical in make. There is just there's like spinny teacups. There is a version of that, although instead of like just the teacups, you're spinning in some sort of like half arcane focus orb.
Oh yeah, nice.
And
As you do.
and yeah, there are there's like there's a magician overlooking that, and as there's just like a whole bunch of children just on there. Yeah, on a much larger scale than it was here. There's also some sort of so much so there are like hovels and like wooden dwellings that are already being made just to sustain the amount of people that are coming through here. There's also what looks more to be just like a farmer's market, a sort of setting to dosh out the food. It looks like the food's free. That's what catches your attention the most.
Yeah. Do I see any tacos?
No. Make a perception check.
Dirty metagame. No.
23? Nope.
Dang.
And not because
they must be really hidden tacos.
Yeah, they must be really hidden tacos. You have a sudden craving for tacos. You hear your stomach grumble, but it's just like your stomach just whispers to you, "Only for tacos."
What the fuck was that?
As you scared like the ever living shit of the guy just carrying you. He's like, "Oh, what are you talking about?" And the guards up front turn around and say, "Well, cease with the shouting. We are here. Welcome, my friends, to the other side of the Mountain of Light. If you wish to see the Lady Archbishop herself, she will give a sermon in in the cave over there in just about a moment. Feel free to make yourself at home. We only wish that if you carry any weapons with you, please leave them outside the cave. Otherwise, feel free.
Did I see any thieves can't messages anywhere along the way?
Along the way, not quite.
Or any like around here?
Around here, you'd have to make a thorough investigation. It'll take you the better part of like just 30 minutes, just going around to see. But yeah, just easily done. Yeah, so yeah, just investigation check for me.
Yeah, I just didn't want to be too active, like make it look like I'm looking for something. Just like sort of look out of the corner of my eye, stuff like that.
Okay.
Oh, they're all.
Make a. That's a good call. Sure, make a deception check.
Deception or performance? Yeah, deception.
You can choose.
That's fine. I've got the same proficiency for both. I got advantage. Nat 20. Woo!
Advantage. I think the actor feat only works specifically if you're trying to mimic someone else.
Damn it.
Advantage.
Okay.
It's still really good though because it's 30. You definitely pass yourself as one of these guys. You just take 5 minutes out of your time initially. You're like, hang on, I gotta be patient this time, to at least learn the words of some of the songs you're about to learn to join into, and as you go throughout the town, whenever just out of the corner of your eye, it does seem like you're being watched by one of the more lighter armored I guess paladins of Har as well. There's no real guard name for the more devout and militaristic followers of Har. as soon as you just feel the eyes on you, you immediately just go to like a random angle, random direction, and immediately just like pick up the songs learned there, and you're like, you're just singing along for a bit, and as soon as the eyes are off of you, you go again, just with a more thorough investigation. The 17, in one of the stalls of the farmer's market, there's a guy that apparently sells just these half watermelon drinks for quite a bit of money, but he takes it takes half a watermelon to do so. Just a part of the watermelon flesh is carved out from it. It is also it is mixed into a pulp as with other ingredients and some sort of strange, definitely alcoholic. You can smell from here. Ingredients. Slushes it together, mixes it, and pours it onto the watermelon again. And it looks like you have just this bowl of like alcohol. These watermelon punch kicks are 2 silver each, and for an extra silver you get etched your name in apparently what is meant to be celestial onto the watermelon. And when he does etch these names, however, you're not sure if it's celestial, but at the same time, you're probably sure it's not. It's the names are etched in thieves' cants.
Right.
Instead. Yeah. The guy selling these is this tall, lanky guy. No hair, no eyebrows, very creepy looking, but
The thumb. Got it.
yeah, he looks like a ghoul almost. He's rather friendly though, and he's getting quite a bit of customers.
Yeah. So is it just their names being written in these guns, or does it like say anything special?
Doesn't say anything special, but the fact that this guy knows thieves' cant is
Interesting.
interesting indeed.
Cool.
Apart from that, 17 doesn't let you anything else. Nothing hidden in the other reaches of this thoroughfare.
Cool. I like keep an eye out for are the guards guarding anywhere in particular? Is there any little side passages and shit like that?
Definitely the southernmost tip, the entrance of this place, heavily guarded. The narrow passageway that you just got out of was heavily guarded. And atop the cave, there are some figures there. There are like a good 5 or so guards on top of there as well, just hanging by on the stone. And by hanging by, they're actually literally hanging. They seem to have like some sort of mountain equipment, and they have like longbows at the ready.
Right.
Hmm.
Cool. And then where was the lady come from? They said that earlier.
Apparently, she is to prepare a sermon in the cave.
Right, I'll go in the cave and I'll drop off my rapier.
Okay. As you do so, the guards would further inspect you. Do you have any other weapons on you?
Not really. I have playing cards, but that's it. I literally only have the rapier.
They give you a pat down. And satisfied, they nod you in. And let me get the map ready. This would have been such a way better map, but I got fucking deleted. So
regular weapons are for nerds.
Indeed. Funny how it's like some sort of infiltration mission, and like your weapons definitely suit this task.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
He's dodging all my notes here. Damn.
Both my characters are like fuck weapons.
Yep. Oh, that could be useful later on. Yeah. Okay.
Would Friendly's ladder get taken off him?
Yeah. Actually, it would. Yeah.
Ranked.
Not even from just the cave, just from like the entrance. It's like, sir,
Don't you need some painting done? No presence is painted.
oh god. Yeah. Infiltrating this as a group would have been a little harder, but you know, you're just by yourself. No
Hell
problem at all. Yeah.
My clutch powers, I work alone.
Don't be racial, Dad.
Alone, indeed. Let me just finish putting in the dynamic lighting for this one. Then you should be all Gucci, my guy. Good thing the dynamic lighting for this map is super duper simple. It's just a cave. Okay. Just a sec.
So, just prepping this.
No, what the fuck?
Did you ever watch this movie as a kid? I don't know, on DVD it was the best. It was like the Lego movie before the Lego movie existed.
You work a lot. I have not. I haven't actually.
Not a lot of people have, apparently. It makes me so sad. Whenever I bring it up, they're like, what the fuck?
Okay. Normal. I just don't watch a lot of the movies in general. Just haven't seen them. But the seems just such like an old. Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a like 2010s kids movie.
Yeah.
What's up, Bo? Up to?
Aha! Found it.
Alright. Enough.
Okay.
Enough of that.
Legacy lighting. And then now you get your token. Oopsie. There you go. Now I'll give you a token. Some light. Let there be light.
I have dark vision, so
Yeah, no, I mean it doesn't matter too much. The cave is well lit.
just had to put that out there.
I
I think actually, do goblins even have dark vision? I don't know. Probably.
Indeed. Yeah, as we go, actually I need to give you more light. Technically, this. Can you see his the tokens and stuff, friendly?
I can't see anything, dude. It's all black except for this tiny little bit of grey that has like 2 circles and 3 rectangles on it. I'm zoomed all the way out.
Ready?
Oh wait. Oh, now I've got a little bit more. Oh, it's like all I can see like everything, but it's grey. I think.
Oh, that's a weird one.
Give me a screen share. You can see what I see.
Because I'm using the legacy lighting. The dynamic lighting is like.
so I can see.
Dim light reveals. Oh, I shouldn't just do that. How about now?
So refresh.
Yeah, just refresh real quick.
It's the same as before.
Weird. You have control of Tobias Fox throughout the page, right?
Yeah, do you want to drag him on? I can't even do that. Well, I can, but I can't see him. He's below the map layer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's why.
I know what's wrong. I know what's wrong. Fucking, I put you in the dynamic lighting layer. I put the other tech into dynamic lighting too. Shit. Let me fix that real quick. Damn it! Fuck.
I'm like looking around, I can't see him, and then my mouse changed. I was like, oh.
Yeah, hang on. Just
If I click on him, I can see him.
let me. Don't worry. I'll reveal yourself soon. Where's hard second? Yeah.
This is what.
As you're
guys
moving
sees.
as well, this is what guys see. As you're moving along, there were just a couple of people following you as well because they wanted to see what she was all about. And you see what you see before you. Let me reveal it to you. Let's see if it works now. 180. 180.
Event friendly has
Has
guides.
there you go.
Oh.
Can you see now?
Whoa, I see a dragon.
Indeed. Friendly, can you see this as well? You got nothing. Oh, I already did. Yeah,
Drag
all
while
players see
beyond
lights.
and make him invisible.
Yeah, I'll just drag while beyond. Yeah.
Or it could be a random crowd member.
I didn't put in there just a second. Just assume it's crowded.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go. This is just like random halfling out here in the distance.
Hey, I think I recognize that random halfling over in the distance. You'd be the piano player.
There you go.
Oh, I want to refresh friendly. This is like black. You're not even gray black. Oh, there we go.
Cool, I see. That's.
Okay.
You see-
Do I have to leave my guy? No. Not really.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
you
be
can
the
move around if you want. You can be the halfling playing on the piano, sure.
Cool.
You see, you see her. She is adorned in this a feather-like robe, much like an angel. She is also visibly glowing. Her long flowing silver hair goes all the way up to her hips, and she yeah, she's pretty pretty.
She's pretty.
Hmm.
With the-
The dragon there, it's rustic, and it shows a sign of age, but it is a very dull gold dragon that is currently just sleeping.
Yikers.
And she there is a crowd, and she is in the middle of a sermon. Actually, she speaks mainly about just one of the last tenet of the god of light is to not forget that with light comes darkness, and to seek those lost in the shade, bring them out onto the light. And she speaks of shepherding the people that are lost to bring about more followers. However, do not force these ideals upon the people, for not everyone wants to be found. So, there are people eating here
Yeah.
on
Okay,
the
they're
stone
like-
tables,
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
but they are actually just mostly guards in all sorts of armor now. There's no, there's no huge presence of those full plates from before. It is like mostly chainmail, leather sort of armor. I get the sense this is where the hired guards are also like sent to eat too. There are a plethora of horses over in the south, being kept and being fed. There's all sorts of a little post out here where just like some sort of like trading group has set up. But they must, and you see just alchemical sets and all sorts of potions being doshed out to a few of like the guards that are just buying. And a sleeping what looks to be old gold dragon, and yeah, a lady Levia herself, the archbishop for the god of light of our giving a sermon. So as this is happening, what would you like to do?
Is there any empty seats at the guard tables?
There is.
Can I go and sidle up to one of them?
Sure.
I'll just pop squat. One
Yep.
sounds good.
Alright. You do so, and you're not stopped.
Take a seat, look around. How are we, guys? Just coming in on security detail, you know. Just shepherded a group of people here on the way I went with. Did I catch the name of the two people that were with me?
Nope.
The cheerful one. Did he introduce himself or not?
Nope.
Okay. Well.
You didn't ask,
Man.
I think.
Yeah, no, I didn't ask. I thought he just would have said it.
Nah.
Guess, how we going, guys? What's the go here? What's going on? Give me a quick rundown.
Waiting for the cleansing here, friend. So, shepherded a bunch of the folks yourself, and now you want to volunteer as a guard?
What's up, Bo? Up to you.
Volunteer. That volunteer word is very messy in my dialogue.
Don't you worry about it. You'll be in the good graces of these fine folk. And you'll be in the good graces of her, and you'll be properly rewarded once your job is done. You're not required to remain here. You're only required to witness the cleansing, and you can witness it from even a mile away from here, friend. Apparently.
When is said cleansing taking place?
At the top of the day. And,
how far away from the top of the day are we now?
I'm actually not sure.
I haven't got my
too-
wrist stone on.
Yeah, well, I don't have a watch. I don't have any sort of those fancy gnome tinkering knickknacks. So I'm not too much of a bright mind myself, but I think it'll come in a few hours or so.
Alrighty doke. My next question: have you ever played cards before? Do you feel like a game just while you seem to be on your break here and you're just having a meal?
No, I don't mind the card game myself. Sure.
Care to wager? He starts shuffling the cards.
Nah, no. You've already given my money. Given my
Given your-
possessions, my
The shuffling slows down a little bit. This is what he's saying. Even your possessions to them?
Oh yeah, yes. Whenever at the end of each of her sermons, she asks for just your belongings to be put elsewhere. To your gold for the donation to her and to her too. Mostly her. I know people are skeptical about giving their money away, but it's definitely for a good cause.
And does anyone refuse this?
Oh, yeah, plenty. Yeah, of course.
And does it go down okay?
Yeah. There's absolutely no pressure. You can choose to leave however much money you want. Yeah, they are only asking, and well, although dare I say it, she's rather persuasive when it comes to asking for things. Although I only very rarely see it. And she's rather gentle most of the time.
Can be quite persuasive myself. I think I'd like to meet this lady. I'll wait till she's done over there, obviously, but it was very nice chatting to you. If you'd
Oh,
like that game of cards, you can find me anytime you have things to wager.
I'm here for another hour, and then I'm back to work.
Okie just sort of like slowly get up out of the chair.
Okay, he's like just in the middle of eating porridge, and he tips his like tricorn hats to you.
Porridge, the champion? What did they do to him?
Not quite. Good God.
Eating Triton.
Oh no. That's how you can tell it's a cult. Oh shit. Anyway,
Cracked the case.
indeed. What'd you like to do?
Just gonna keep having a little wander. Go up to this little halfling playing the piano.
Okay.
Is the what kind of tunes is he banging out?
What's currently being played right now, actually?
Oh, there you go. Isn't that coincidental?
Indeed. He also tells you to do not disturb.
Right. I started tuning my card instrument just in case.
Okay.
And then start wandering along further. Keep
And,
checking
yeah.
out what's going on. Can I like overhear what she's saying, but not like make it look like I'm concentrating?
Yeah, sure. Perception check.
Keep clicking on guys by accident. I don't want his perception. Uh-oh. What 20 lag? Fuck me, dude! I cannot roll today!
Actually, I mean, it's not like she's hiding anything, but, you don't really hear any double meaning, you don't really hear any, fancy, schmancy stuff. Although, instead of hearing, you just mostly see her. She's, yeah. She's cool. She ends, the sermon, of the last tenets with the glory be, and the crowd echoes the sentiments, and she makes her way down the podium. She just levitates down, and she then begins addressing all the people that come to her one by one. A crowd forms. But when she speaks and she says, "Please, one at a time," they just form a line, no problem.
Is there any barriers or anything around this big dragoon?
Nah, apart from his skin,
No, but
counts as a barrier.
Is there anything that's stopping people from going up to him?
Nothing actually. He's just sleeping.
Oh, okay, he's sleeping. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I like to go up, just not too close, but I'm just going to observe and just see if there's anything like out of the ordinary about it. My knowledge of dragons and things like that.
Sure. You can go melee up to it and go investigation, but you you'll have the risk of waking it up, or you can do perception.
Kind of stealthily get close to it,
Sure.
but like sort of just try and make myself a bit quieter and stuff like that.
Yep.
As not to wake it and get a good observation in. Start with this one.
29. Make a roll real quick.
Perception of a sleeping dragon.
Dragon doesn't give a fuck. I'm rolling for someone else.
Okay.
Oh, you're fine. Continue.
So I'll just make one little step closer is where I was going to. So like right there.
Okay.
And, yeah, can I just get a good look at it, see if there's anything off about it?
Make an investigation check.
There's the rolls. Damn it, it's on the advantage. Fuck.
19. There's actually nothing wrong with it. In fact, it's feels like it's at peace.
Good. We love dragons at peace.
She makes her way to the center now, and there's just like a lot of people like talking to her, and they do so in like a very organized way. There is definitely an aura about her, and she just like exudes charisma. Like she's a very very likable person. At the same time, it's just it's likable, but it's more domineering than anything. Like people show her people are quick to show her reverence, very very quickly.
Right. Can I wonder if she'll stop me if I start walking up here. I'm gonna keep in mind my little background feature thing, and I'm gonna walk up a little bit closer to the podium.
Okay. The podium itself, the magic circle is unfamiliar to you. But as is all magic anyway, so you know.
Yeah, stupid magic users.
Yeah.
Losers. Yeah. I like sort of put my finger closer and try to like poke it. Poke.
It sort of hums a bit.
Look at my finger, make sure it's not burned off.
Okay.
Alright. Try it.
And then you just you hear at the back of your head, friend, please do not proceed any further.
So keep that in mind, and just like try poking it again.
You hear another hum as you poke it.
So I shake
No.
my hand off.
No warning this time.
Cool. Sort of turn around and look at her and see if she's looking at me.
Cheers.
Classic. Classic stitch up. Give her the little wave, like you know the 2-finger wave, like when you're driving a car and like your hands on the steering wheel and then you do the little, like the just casual. And then yeah.
She nods, and she turns like her full body towards you, and she beckons you over with a finger. You're not immune to anything, are you?
I don't think so. I was gonna say, do I feel compelled to go over there?
You do.
Yep. Sure.
You walk up all the way to her.
Oh yeah. Wisdom saves if it loses.
Not a save. You still have control over yourself, but you all of a sudden you felt like as if you were just autopiloting for a bit, and then now you feel yourself in her presence, and oh boy, she glows. Just no. If there was ever a being that was beautiful, but you cannot just produce a lewd thought of her, this would be it. She is beautiful in that way. And feathers just would apparate and then disappear again, just like these tiny like light radiant like feathers. As she reaches out a hand and brushes your ear, and she says, "Curious little creature. What are you? What is your purpose of visiting here?"
Mice quickly racks the back of his brain of the old tales that he's heard when he was sailing from Tritonus to of stories of the ladies who look like birds, but then turned out to be things that would kill you. And tries to think if there was something like a siren. if it,
Trying to
if it
compare it to a
reminded him.
siren? Yikes.
Just-
that's true. Oh.
Yeah, I just thought I'd throw that out there in the back of my head.
Okay.
Just,
Hang on. Are you really thinking that?
Yeah, he sort of thinks a little bit about it, but
She,
not too much.
her gentle smile, ceases, and she shakes her head, and, she puts up a a warning finger towards you, but then, smiles even more. She says, "Are you really comparing me to such a dastardly beast? I think my singing voice is a lot better than that. Don't you all think?" And the crowd just like sort of is a bit confused, but like they agree, and they like shout sentiments of like, "Oh yes, Archbishop, your singing voice is amazing," and like that sort of thing. And she nods. Looks like she can read your mind.
Yep, no worries. It's right. There's not much going on in there, anyways. Yeah.
Indeed, I was about to say that too. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. So nods and just goes, "You're so you're the Archbishop, right? You would have spoken to her and stuff like that. You yeah. You feel a true connection to him. Oh, was it him, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a him. And
Yeah.
she says, "Well, who's asking?"
I was just curious, as you said I was a curious little creature, and I've also been feeling those thoughts within my brain. I was just walking along the jungle, and I felt myself pulled towards a group of your visionaries, should I call them? That were out and about shepherding people.
You're not
That's what I
necessarily
feel.
lying, so make a persuasion check
Sure.
against her insight.
Probably off the charts.
I mean, her wisdom's off the charts, but she's not proficient in this, so you have a
27.
chance. That's really okay. Yeah, sure. And she smiles, and she just smiles like, and it's just silent. It's almost like it's a bit unnerving. But then she says, "I see. Is the mask a burden to you, child?"
Now that you say that, yeah, a little bit. I imagine you already knew that, and picked that up from you. But if you can think of a way to get rid of it, you're welcome to try.
And there's like a sad, slight frown she gives, as the gentle sadness she gives off. It's as if she feels for you too, as she sighs and says, "Alas, that is not one of my capabilities. But there are more talented people that will be joining us soon. One's more versed in the arcane. I am only a messenger of divine power." And do you let her do this? She does attempt to cast something on the mask.
Can I get a general idea of what it is? Or...
No idea. You're unfamiliar with magic.
Yeah, if he's unfamiliar, he wouldn't give in straight away.
There's like a little like gold dust that flares up, and it just swirls on the fingertips of hers, and it just like boops you on where your nose would be, and like the gold would like spread across your mask, and you feel your mask begin to just lighten, and you feel your mask as if, oh shit, can I take this off now? The gold fades, and then she just nods her head once more. "I apologize. Even with the strength to remove the strongest of curses. It had no effect. A curious
Wow.
little thing. She says, like, tugging at the mask this time. Sort of like, yeah. Huh. Well,
Well, it's funny you say that you are such a divine messenger. As I feel like a position such as that could be just the spot for myself. I see the way you speak to these people. I know you're quite the smooth talker, and I feel like I could do the same.
do the same how?
Well, as said earlier, I found these people you were shepherding, and I assisted in helping them find their true way here. Not
Is that
so
a
much
lie?
Is it? I don't know. I was like sort of showing off and making sure they kept following us. It's up to you.
Sure. Half truth. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. Like
Yeah.
I got this. I
Yeah.
got the same bonus.
No, it doesn't trigger anything. It's just that she she doesn't need inside checks for a reason. That's why. She goes, oh, I sense quite a bit of truth in that. That is, surprising. And she gives you just like a symbol of Har, and she says, I am always in need of shepherds.
Right. What is this? What does the symbol look like?
The symbol is she gives you the medallion version of this. It is that of a the rays of light coming from this sun. There's like a circle that attaches to the top of the medallion, but the rays of light that come up from the sun that is depicted by the circle are like sharp, almost like swords. Basically, I'll just draw it on the map. It's basically like this, like circle here, and then sword like that.
Oh yeah, I guess you.
Yeah. Obviously, way more detailed than that, and like better looking. But yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. It is the rays of light themselves are dark greens at the tip, then fading to a green in the middle, then fading to the yellow. But yeah, she seems satisfied with interacting with you for now. Then she would move on to the crowd.
She goes, hold on a minute. I'm not done. He goes, the shepherd, position of a shepherd is one that I have achieved well, and I'd like to try to test myself a little bit further, don't you know? Is there any other positions you have available?
She seems like absolutely delighted by this proposal as she smiles, and she goes, but of course, if you would volunteer yourself for the cleansing, that would be the greatest honor one could achieve under the lights of Har.
That see, that sounds a little full on to me.
She chuckles.
So
Always
something
does.
like in the middle, you know, something in the middle of those. What
And
will you be cleansed? Will you be a part of the cleansing?
Oh, but of course, I will be the one performing the rites, and as such, I will be cleansed myself.
Right. Would you need an assistant? Is there any particular tasks that need to be done during that, such as like passing forth holy water, that kind of thing?
Nothing of the sort. Just stand by me.
No worries. Sounds good to me.
Okay. You do so. You're now her temporary assistant for the remainder of this thing. As she makes her round, she talks to a lot of people. She soothes a lot of them. She's actually very lucky. She tells jokes, and it's like it's really off-putting for an archbishop to be doing all this, interacting with the commoners and such. She's also like she's also like not too. There are very, very rude members of the audience as well, and she's you can see on her like there's like a very ever so slight just twitch on her eye. She doesn't like like it too much, but she knows how to deal with it. She pacifies even them. She
When
rewards.
she speaks them, can I like add in little tidbits and like try and support like what she's saying with like saying other things to go along with it?
When you're about to do so, she holds up like a finger of warning, like ever so quickly, just imperceptible to everyone else but you. Like as if like telling you to just, Shh, I've got this.
That doesn't stop me the first time. I just want to see what happens.
Okay. When you do so the first time, you are warned in her like in person, like before she was speaking to you telekinetically. This time she speaks in a rather gentle voice, but ominous all the same, as she says, "Don't worry yourself. Let me talk to them." Right. And you do so. You are just following her around for just the remainder of this ride.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Keep following around. I want to keep an eye out for like again thieves kind of out of the corner of my eye. Anything that would really spike my interest. Not think about it too hard, but
yeah. Okay. All right. She's still in her vicinity, but since you're not thinking on it too hard, it wouldn't be investigation. It'd be perception.
yeah. Yeah, just keep an eye on things, but not like, did that go through? Yeah, it did. Fuck, man, these rolls!
13? I mean, like, you see a Dave written on, Thieves' Cant in one of the watermelons tossed aside.
I will find Dave, and I will make him my queen.
Yeah. Funnily enough, you also see a Toby. And you're like, oh, wait, is that me? No, wait, I'm Tobias.
Close.
Yeah, close. She makes her round, before eventually you hear the announcement from the guards themselves that the cleansing is about to happen. And everyone looks to the Archbishop, and she is wordless as she begins to just wave a hand to the crowd. And you watch as just gold dust flitters off of her, and these radiant-like feathers once again appear, and this time they settle on much of the crowd members, and a lot of them now begin to just levitate off the ground, yourself included, as she gives the ability for a lot of the followers to just follow her.
Huh.
She begins to ascend up atop the mountain. What do you do?
I just go along like specifically beside her, but not following her. You know,
Okay,
that makes sense. I want to make sure that I'm separated from everyone else, but like
That's fine.
still in their vicinity.
that's okay.
Make sure that she knows that I'm my own thing and I'm not like them. You know,
She knows.
need to be special. Oh shit! No, my headphones unplugged. Keep going.
You get the sense that she knew from a while back that you're your own thing, but she appreciates the help nonetheless, and is eager to have you partake in the cleansing alongside her. And then, just real quick, tell me your alignment.
I think I'm chaotic neutral. I think. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you should be.
No alignment switch. No evil alignment.
Yeah, no evil alignment. That's fine.
No good alignment either. I don't know. I don't know how these guys roll.
she asks you as you're floating up atop, and there's just a crowd following you guys. She asks you, what do you find are the impurities of this world? What do you think should be taken out?
That's a big question. Those that... How do I word this? Let me just think for a bit.
You can take your time.
That was it. That wasn't in character. That was just me trying to think of what I'm trying to say.
I know. And she adds on. There's around 10 minutes of levitating before we even get to the top. It's a rather tall mountain. You guys are actually like moving really, really slow. Like
Yeah. Fuck, I can't think of how to work it. Can't think
like
of
it's
how to word
not quite fly. It's just she's given you guys a miracle.
it. He's still pissed off that his party members ruined his last 2 friendship-making opportunities. So he's really he's really thinking about that. Like,
Okay.
I don't know how to word it, but like, that's what he's thinking about.
Okay. As you're thinking of that, she says, I see. For ignorance can be quite bliss, but for those affected by it, the opposite. There's a lot of that going on in this world. You may not join me fully, but if you work alongside me, I am the scalpel that Har wields to cut out the corruption that dwells within this world.
Yeah.
And as she says that, she says, "Shh, do you hear that?"
Is it the
Perception
piano?
check, please.
Is it the piano playing in the background?
No. But the organ's still going strong. That halfling's not stopping.
Fuck!
These are like
That dice was on
terrible
an
rolls.
18 and then it like just moved to a 5 at the end.
3D dice. Thank you very much. 14. I mean, you know, it would have taken just guy's level perception to not hear this, because there's a the storm that's just about to hit you with the purple lightning just dissipates, and the storm itself parts, and like the blue skies can be seen as there is three of these like large divine beings that just circle atop this mountain. Make a religion or a history check, whatever one's more comfortable.
Neither. -1 to both. Alright, let's
Yep.
have some faith. Religion.
Yep, should be a big number. 15. Yeah, that should be enough actually. It's less religion and more you've been reading just a lot of the what shouldn't you encounter, what shouldn't you fight in this mortal realm. There are 3 levels of just divine messengers the gods usually dole out to people, or like to sects of the things, just in case, you know, hey, you're not following your tenets, you shall be smited. You know, the most common ones being like devas, because at that point, you know, usually the paladin in question's got enough notoriety and like power level to you know, be a threat to a town, so they have to send a rather powerful angel to remind the paladin, hey, don't do bad shit. This is 1 level above the deva. These are what you're looking at now, what seem to be it's very recognizable, these just massive you estimate from this distance 12-foot great swords on their back, and these beings being equally one of them just a little bit bigger than the rest. These solars are watching over the ceremony.
So I can't fight my way out.
I mean,
Keep that in mind.
as far as you're concerned with that religion check of 15, you know that since you're not like a direct follower of Har, they might not intervene with you directly. Unless, of course, you hit the Archbishop or something.
Yeah.
You continue to float and follow her?
Yeah. Alongside her, not follow her.
Okay. Much of the crowd remains at the bottom of the mountain, but there's just a select few, perhaps people she's been talking to previously, or she had talked with before, and decided they volunteered themselves for the cleansing as well. She excitedly murmurs to each one of them to just huddle around her. Before. Oh, can't believe I'm doing this to you.
Cleansing me? Yeah, sounds good.
It sounds good.
Sounds like a great time.
I think you'll be fine.
Tobias is a bit stinky. It's a shame.
Yeah, Tobias is indeed a bit stinky. There is one other imposing figure waiting atop the mountain of light, and there is just this this humanoid. You can't really tell what it is, but it is just in full plate. The plate is like just menacing. There are the helmet itself is the full plate version of like the Dragonborn helmet from Skyrim.
Oh, nice.
And the rest of the armor is just blazing lights, full plate, the shiniest shit you've ever seen. This guy himself has wings, feathery wings, and the Archbishop would float on over to him, and she would actually curtsy. And the figure in just this full plate would just nod back, and you would just hear from him as you'd be right beside her.
Yeah, I tip my little hood like I'm wearing it. You know how you like tip a hat, but I do like the little top of my hood thing.
He also nods to you, and he just says, "I am here for your protection." And the Archbishop would respond, "As always, thank you for your undying support." And then she addresses the crowd. That's a good time to stop the music real quick. Let me just change it. Okay. How do I want to do this?
I've got to leave in about 10 minutes. So do you want to leave it here, or do you want to go another 10? And then leave it there?
It's about to end soon.
Oh, that sounds good.
Don't worry about it. You see as she addresses all of you, she thanks you for your time, and your cooperation before she gives out the same rather speech she had given you, but now in a more direct voice. You get the sense that the people down on the mountains can hear this. As she says, "This world is corrupt. I will be your light. And those of you who doubt my power, those of you who do not believe, allow me to demonstrate. For these souls that will be about to be cleansed will empower you all, will give you the drive, will give you the necessary power to go around, to go to the far reaches of this world, and to bring all of those corrupt and unjust down, and to save those that need saving, to bring them to me. And now, and let me just you watch. All right. You watch as she brings out. You can see much of the region on top of this mountain. Tobias, make a perception check. You have advantage. You can see everything.
Music sounds promising.
Yeah, nice. 15? This is really shit.
What? On my screen that said I rolled. What?
Oh,
My
sorry,
screen shows
I
that
see.
13, but then it's a 6.
Yeah, 22, yeah, okay. 22, that's actually better. Alright, so you see the entirety of this. He watches all around you, Tobias. Just off into the distance. The World Tree, Sumedraso. There's a pillar of light that just erupts, pierces half of it, and it just starts to burn over in the distance. You look around and you see Sundane, the reaches of it, 2 pillars of light just erupt. Apparently the same thing that happened to Fairwind City. You watch as over in Everton, most of the city is engulfed in this pillar of light.
Fuck that art dealer.
You see, in the Dwarven Kingdoms, pillars of light shoot out from the mountains, and you watch as it's clear from here. There is just much destruction. A lot of the people just around you are shocked, and most of them, if not all of them, just scared of what's to come. And you watch as she held true to her word. Tobias, make a dex save from me. As a pillar of light starts to erupt from beneath you.
I can add a d4 to this if I have to. Yeah, I'd love to.
Okay.
Or wait, if I have to.
You don't have to. You succeed.
Okay.
Cool. You have evasion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You
I
don't
have
take
evasion.
You don't take any damage, but allow me to introduce to you her unique 9th level spell.
Flame pillar.
Not quite.
World explosion. Alt F4.
That's a good one. Yeah, probably. No. The reason why I asked for your alignment is because it does damage based on your alignment.
Oh, so neutral is the bad one. Lol.
Nah. Okay.
Oh no, because there's no. Okay. What no? Oh, chaotic.
You. Through some sort of miracle, you take no damage, but the pillar of light sends through, and you see herself being seared.
Ooh.
And much of her skin being burnt, but you know she's still standing, and she smiles, and well, you know, like a good normal townsfolk would be, none of them would survive even if they had succeeded on the deck stage.
It's only like 60 times their HP.
The Solars, one by one, just fled out of existence, seemingly satisfied by the spectacle. The guy in full plate himself would be, his armor would see sears of this damage, but this would not affect them at all. She turns it to you, and there is now all these seals, all these magic circles that are just floating above her. And she says, what is the success quotes here? Ah, there we go. Just to you. Well done, child. You may now go off into the world. Gives you like a little pat on the shoulder, and you immediately feel yourself a bit heavy, and your mind begin to blot out a bit. Make a wisdom save.
Yeah, can I hand her a card before I leave? Just any old one with a sun on it, maybe.
She accepts it.
Yeah, it's like it'll be the Queen of Hearts with the back has a sun on it.
Yeah.
Can I add a D4 to that if I have to?
Okay.
Should I?
Yeah, you probably should.
Oh yeah. Oh yakasha.
22.
22.
Yeah. You feel nothing happened. And but she doesn't budge. The hand would come away for a bit, and she would then, in her sort of ascended form, float down the mountain. She is now like her. She now has angel-like wings. She still floats like the same speed as you would with your miracle of flight. However, these wings span to about 30 feet. These are large, just imposing wings, and she now has a halo on top of her, as well as just these magic circles of like divine power that just orbit her. As you hand her a card, she gives a thanks and a nod. She seems very happy that you're apparently one of the chosen ones.
Hell
at least
yeah.
to her mind. As she would then quickly address the crowd further. No, she doesn't need to roll a d100 for this. She would then give like affirmations of comfort, saying that those affected, if you had any loved ones affected by like the blasts of light, like know full well they serve a higher purpose to give her the power to cleanse this world of the corruption and many. It's just too domineering. Like her presence now. It was charismatic before, now it's just imposing on the people's wills. They are revering her. They are worshipping. Not the god of light, but right now they are worshipping her. And it's a bit off-putting. But for now,
yeah.
Tobias, you have survived.
Again, 5 levels.
No, that is the end of the session. You do gain a major checkpoint to your XP, but you don't level.
Not even 5 levels.
No.
Damn.
If you
Really?
killed her, maybe 10 levels.
I really need 5 levels. It's really important.
Nah. Anyway, that's all, dude. Make sure you get to work safely. Thanks for playing.
Yeah. What? Okay, are you gonna text out the rest?
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
I did just destroy a whole bunch of cities. Like
to the
half
mighty chosen one. Always, yeah, that was the reason we revived this guy.
And that could be a bad thing, you know.
Oh yeah, it could.
Anyway.
Gotta go. Did it.
Alright. Laters, dude.
Alright,
Hey.
GG.
Hi. GG. Oh no, he's fucked, dude.
Is
What,
he-
what are you gonna do now, friendly?
What's up? I was
Oh, no,
gonna
just
get off
asking,
if, yeah, I was just gonna get off if,
Okay, yeah, I thought you were gonna like move on to balloons or something.
I'll just save that for later tonight.
Alright, babe. All good. Alright, I'll be off as well then. Alright. Thanks for recording this.
Always-
This is a rather important thing. People
Gotta
to
type
refer back to.
everything.
Yep. This is rather important. You know, just destroying half my cities is pretty an important thing.
Yo,
But yeah.
you all witnessed it.
Yep. Anyway.
You'll see this night.
Oh, good, dude. Catch you later, guys.
Catch up.